Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. I am Pooja Divedi and in this segment we bring to you objective questions on a daily basis to help you crack prelims. So let's begin with the practice question of the last segment, which was consider the following statements. Article 164 of the Constitution envisages that the CM shall be appointed by the governor. A person who is not a member of the state legislature can be appointed as the CM for 1 year. We have to select the correct statement. So as seen in the comment segment, many of you have answered it correctly. The correct answer to this question is option A. That is 1 only. Why? Because the first statement is self-explanatory, it's correct. Second isn't, because a person who is not a member of the state legislature can be appointed as a CM for 1 year, no, for 6 months. If he or she doesn't become a member of the state legislature, he ceases to be the member of the particular office. That means he or she cannot be appointed as a CM. Okay? So, any person who is not a member should become a part of the state legislature within 6 months. So, the correct answer is option A, 1 only. A leader of the party that has got the majority share of votes in the assembly election is appointed as the CM. The governor is the nominal executive authority, but the real executive authority rests with the CM. Moving on. A person who is not a member, we have already discussed this, so we shall not discuss it further. Next question. The Bagram Air Base, recently in the news, is located in which of the following? The Bagram Air Base, from where the US Army has recently withdrawn, belongs to Afghanistan. So the correct answer to this question is option B. On July the 2nd, the US and its allies exited Bagram Air Base, and the centerpiece of their presence in Afghanistan it was, and the springboard also for their operations there. It is also known as Bagram Air Base and is located near the ancient city of Bagram. It was the largest US military base in Afghanistan. It has a single runway which is capable of handling large military aircraft including Lockheed Martin C-5 Galaxy and Antonov AN-225. It was staffed by the 455th Air Expeditionary Wing of the US Air Force. Moving on, consider the following statements regarding National Mission for Clean Ganga. It was registered as a society under the Societies Registration Act of 1860. It acted as the implementation arm of the National Ganga River Basin Authority, which was constituted under the provisions of the Environment Protection Act of 1986. So the correct answer to this question we have to choose. Yes, both the statements are correct because yes, National Mission for Clean Ganga is registered as a society under the Societies Registration Act of 1860 and it acted as the implementation arm of National Ganga River Basin Authority, which was constituted under the provisions of EPA 1986. So the correct answer would be option C, both 1 and 2. Now, we have discussed the first and the second statement, so we shan't do it again. And you have to note that NGRBA was dissolved with effect from the 7th of October 2016. Consequent to the constitution of the National Council for Rejuvenation, Protection and Management of River Ganga, referred to as National Ganga Council. Moving on, consider the following statements regarding Tele-Law Program. It was launched by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Law and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to address cases at the pre-litigation stage. And under this program, smart technology of video conferencing, telephone, instant calling facilities available at the vast network of common service centers at the panchayat level are used to connect the indigent, downtrodden, vulnerable, unreached groups and communities with the panel lawyers for seeking timely and valuable legal advice. We have to select the correct statement. Now, if we talk about Tele-Law Program, the first statement is incorrect because it was launched with the help of Ministry of Law and Justice and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay. So this statement becomes incorrect because Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs is not there. The second statement although is correct, so the correct answer would be option B, that is 2 only. Here you can see we have already discussed the first statement and it was launched in the year 2017. It is presently operating in 633 districts including 115 aspirational districts across 34 states and UTs through a network of 50,000 common service centers. And under this program, smart technology of video conferencing, telephone, instant calling facilities available at the vast network of common service centers at the panchayat level. These are used to connect the indigent, downtrodden, vulnerable, unreached groups and communities with the panel lawyers for seeking timely and valuable legal advice. Moving on. Even though the tele-law program is technology-driven, its success is dependent on the working of field functionaries comprising village-level entrepreneurs, paralegal volunteers, state coordinators and panel lawyers. Moving on, consider the following sentences. The Umbrella Integrated Child Development Services is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and it was launched in the year 2014. We have to select the correct statement. Now, if we talk about the Umbrella Integrated Child Development Service, it is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. So, the first statement is incorrect. And so is the second statement. Why? Because this scheme was launched in the year 1975 and not 2014. So, none of them being correct. The correct answer to this question would be option D. According to a recent survey, more than 55% did not receive supplementary nutrition under Integrated Child Development Scheme in Jharkhand even once in the first 6 months of 2021. This is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, launched in 1975. Ramgarh Tiger Reserve, Ranthambore Tiger Reserve and Mukundra Hills Tiger Reserve are located in. These 3 tiger reserves are located in the state of Rajasthan. So the correct answer to this question would be option D. The Rajasthan government will develop a tiger corridor connecting the newly proposed Ramgarh Tiger Reserve, Ranthambore Tiger Reserve and Mukundra Hill Tiger Reserve. Sariska Tiger Reserve is another tiger reserve in Rajasthan. Matsya Setu app was launched by. Matsya Setu app relates to agriculture and allied activity. So, it is a scheme or an app of Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Moving on, recently the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying has launched the online course mobile app Matsya Setu for fish farmers. The app was developed by the Indian Council for Agricultural Research, CIFA, that is Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture and the National Fisheries Development Board. Consider the following sentences about Central Information Commission. It was established by the central government in 2005 under the provision of the Right to Information Act 2005. They are appointed by the President on the recommendation of a committee consisting of the PM as the chairperson, the leader of the opposition in the LS and Chief Justice of India or a judge appointed by the Chief Justice of India. We have to select the correct statement. Okay, so yes, Central Information Commission was established under the Act of Right to Information Act of 2005. So the first statement is correct, but the second is incorrect because the chairperson is appointed by the President. This is correct. On the recommendation of a committee consisting of the Prime Minister as the chairperson and the leader of the opposition of the Lok Sabha and a union cabinet minister who is nominated by the Prime Minister. Here it is written CGI or a judge who is nominated by the CGI. So the second statement becomes incorrect. The first being correct, the correct answer would be option A. CIC, we have discussed the first statement. We shall move to the next statement. It consists of a Chief Information Commissioner and not more than 10 Information Commissioners. Also, appointment we have already discussed, so we shall leave that. And the jurisdiction of the Commission extends over all central public authorities. Moving on, the report promoting youth engagement and employment in agriculture and food systems is prepared by. It is prepared by Committee on World Food Security. So option D is correct. A new UN report on youth and agriculture underscores the urgent need to make agri-food systems more appealing to young people to secure the future of global food security and nutrition. The report promoting youth engagement and employment in agriculture and food systems is prepared and shared to the UN by the Committee on World Food Security. CFS is an inclusive international and intergovernmental platform for all stakeholders to work together on food security and nutrition for all. The CFS is hosted by Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Moving on, consider the following sentences about Estimates Committee. It was first established during the British era in 1920s, but the independent India's first Estimates Committee was established in 1950. It has 30 members and all these members are from the Lok Sabha. We have to select the incorrect statement. So if we talk about the first statement, that it was first established during British era in the 1920s, but independent India's first Estimates Committee was established in the year 1950. This is correct. The second statement is also correct, which is saying that it has 30 members and all these members are from the Lok Sabha. Keep that in mind. Both the statements being correct. None of them are incorrect. The correct answer here would be option D, neither one nor two. It was first established. We have discussed the first statement. This committee examines the estimates included in the budget and suggests economies in public expenditure. It has 30 members and all these members are from the LS. The members are elected by Lok Sabha members from amongst themselves every year by principle of proportional representation by means of a single transferable vote, so that all parties get due presentation in it. Consider the following sentences about authorized economic operators. This is a program of 2007, works under the aegis of World Trade Organization, safe framework of standards and to secure and facilitate global trade. And it aims to enhance international supply chain security and facilitate the movement of goods. So, which of the above sentences is or are correct? The first statement, that authorized economic operators is a program from the year 2007. This part is correct of the statement. Works under the aegis of World Trade Organization? No. It works under the aegis of World's Custom Organization. So the first statement is incorrect. But the second statement is correct, that it aims to enhance international supply chain security and also facilitate the movement of goods. Only the second statement being correct. The correct answer to this question would be option B. That is 2 only. Now, the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs has inaugurated the online filing of authorized economic operators applications. The web application is designed to ensure continuous real-time and digital monitoring of physically filed AEO applications for timely intervention and expedience. Also, AEO is a program under the aegis of World Customs Organization, safe framework of standards to secure and facilitate global trade. It aims to enhance international supply chain security and facilitate the movement of goods. Moving on to the practice question. The city of Kalayino recently saw fierce fighting. The city is located in which of the following countries? Afghanistan, Lebanon, Iran, Iraq. So, I hope you will be able to answer it correctly in the comment segment. That's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.